Can you hear me okay, George? Now, let's have it, Steve. What about this monster story of yours?
Well, it's big and terrible. More frightening than I ever thought possible.
You realize your story's front page all over the country. We want to know what's being done about this monster.
Well, here's your headline.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Wrestling POV, episode number 9. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with Ron Deuce.
How goes it, people?
And the third wheel, Rick Serrano, the third.
Hey, people.
And we got lots to talk about today. We got the roadblock. It's not a pay-per-view, but it's a network special. Mm-hmm. We also got Raw notes to go over. Lots happening outside in the wrestling news world. So, Rick, take it away.
All right. This week in the news, well, let's just start off with the birthdays. Let's have something
Sounds good.
Happy right here.
All right.
Santino Marella turns 37. Cobra! All right.
Wow, 37?
37,
he's as old as me.
I thought he was younger than that.
I mean, he came out pretty old, I think, right? He made his debut coming out of the crowd with the IC title.
Yeah. And that was actually, they were in Italy at the time, weren't they?
Yeah, it was against Umaga, right?
Yes, that's right. Interesting. All right, so go ahead.
Iron Sheik turns 73.
Wow.
Sheik.
Gotta love Iron Sheik, man.
if you ever see something, you can watch his documentary, man.
That is amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
His story, his life, wow.
And you know what? There was some parts in there, like, I didn't even know about his daughter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, she had passed and stuff like that, and that was his baby.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was sad. I mean, I definitely recommend anybody to see that documentary.
A couple more birthdays here. Samoa Joe turns 37.
Wow, another 30. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I didn't think he was that old. Mm-hmm. Holy cow.
And there's no bias here at all, I promise. But I saved the best for last. Ethan Carter III turns 33.
Is some kind of relation there or no?
I mean, we could be cousins.
We could be third cousins. Yeah, that's what we needed, but that's okay.
All right, some health updates. Blackjack Mulligan. Still, we don't know. It's still unconfirmed if Mulligan suffered a heart attack. Haven't had any news. I've been searching and haven't really heard much.
So his initial was because of a heart attack?
They're saying it's unconfirmed. They're just speculating on that, but it's just like we just don't know. So just still hoping that he gets better, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bret Hart is to make his first public appearance since his prostate cancer surgery on April 9th for an autograph signing. The surgery went well. Doctors and Bret are optimistic. It's still too early to declare if it's a non-issue. He will be monitored every 3 months for the next couple of years to make sure the cancer doesn't spread.
So he's having chemotherapy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Bret Hart, my number one wrestler, man. I met him before. Just gonna throw that out there. Amazing guy who loves the fans, and I pray for him, man.
Yeah,
I love Bret Hart.
Well, he was one of the best. So, all right, what else you got?
He was the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be.
Sound cliche, but
superstar Billy Graham. Bad news. He had an accident where he snapped a bone graft in his leg.
Oh man.
And apparently the bone went up his thigh and was about to exit his left hip joint. And apparently the surgery is life-threatening.
Really?
Yeah. And this is according to superstar Billy Graham himself.
I heard that he was hospitalized, but I didn't know it was because of that. I didn't know that could be life-threatening.
Caught me off guard. I mean, I was just like, wait, what?
Now, see, the thing that I saw was that he was supposed to be involved somewhat with WrestleMania.
WrestleMania Access.
Yeah.
Oh, Access. Okay, so I wanted like an autograph signing?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mick Foley will now replace him.
Oh, okay. Interesting. That's weird. I never knew that was life-threatening, though.
Yeah, I was shocked myself.
He was one of my favorites, too, growing up. I mean, he had that, I think, Hogan mimicked a lot of his, character.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my note.
But you know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, absolutely.
Jesse the Body Ventura as well. I mean, he was another guy who took a lot from the superstar Billy Graham.
Yeah, he was. I love and I felt bad because of the simple fact that when Superstar shaved his head. And he did that karate
gimmick
and stuff. I liked him like that too. Don't get me wrong.
Looked cool.
He looked cool, and he looked like such a badass. And he looked like somebody, His finisher was a little off though, with the karate chop to the throat. But you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of like, all right. I thought like a submission hold would have been more suffice for him in that character. But anyway, go ahead. We went off topic a little bit. That's fine.
A little bit.
Hopes and prayers out to those guys. WWE Studios releasing a new movie on DVD starring Kane and Dolph Ziggler as cops looking for a bomb at a WWE event. I mean,
really?
To me, it looks pretty good.
Are you serious?
Are you messing with us right now?
No, like, amazing. Like, it looks pretty good to me. I mean, it stars the New Day, Lucha Dragons. Rusev has a gun backstage with Dolph Ziggler. It looks good.
Really?
I'm loving it already.
Oh my god!
This is going to be Tony's favorite movie ever.
No, I will not be watching it.
I think I'm getting it.
Oh my god! Jeez.
I think WWE Studios finally did it right. But moving on, NXT update: Asuka versus Bayley at the NXT Takeover show, and we got Sami Zayn versus Nakamura making his debut.
I saw that
at the update at the Takeover show.
Yes. You got any more with that?
Tag team titles: Revival. I don't have who they're facing though. I forgot who they were facing. The American something.
I know the. Who the heck? I don't even know the guy's names. They're supposed to be like a mock of the old crew with Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
I forgot those guys' names. His Abel, and I forgot the other guy's name. They're really good.
Abel and Gotch.
Is it?
Is it Gotch?
I don't know. Brain fart here.
Yeah, a lot of brain farts. You gotta love them.
So I know who you're talking about though.
But I'm shocked that Sami Zayn's gonna be fighting
Nakamura. Especially the fact because that pay-per-view, the NXT pay-per-view is on Saturday, right? And then WrestleMania on Sunday.
Yeah,
that's a lot,
man. I think the NXT takeover is on Wednesday. I think it's during the week because Saturday's the Hall of Fame.
Oh shoot, that's right.
But still, it's a lot.
Or it could be on the Friday because they've done that before too.
That too.
They did that before where they had a whole full weekend of just stuff going on with WWE. So you got the other matches too, right?
Oh.
Yeah, we got Asuka and Bayley. We got the title match with Samoa Joe.
Yeah, and Finn Balor. And then the other match that I saw too, it was Austin Aries versus Baron Corbin.
Yep.
So that's going to be a good match too. And you know what? Speaking of Baron Corbin, I'm waiting for him to get called up. He needs to get called up to the main roster like ASAP.
Yeah.
He does. I mean, but I think watching the Breaking Ground pay-per-view, he's got a bit of an attitude problem. And I think that's what's hurting him from being advanced to the main roster. So, I don't know. He probably needs to work on that before, they even consider, because they want him up there. They're just afraid with his attitude that it's all about me stuff. And, WWE ain't going to tolerate that. So.
Nah, not at this level. My last bit of news. Jake the Snake Roberts recently did an interview, and he discussed the Macho Man Cobra situation. Remember when Macho Man got bit by the Cobra?
Yeah.
So apparently Vince McMahon came up with this idea himself. No surprise there.
No, right?
And he came up with the idea, and everybody agreed to it. And then Macho Man comes up to Jake in the back, and he's like, "This is my best Macho Man impression, by the way." So, you're gonna try to take out the Macho Man, huh? And Jake's like, "What are you talking about? Try to take you out?" He's like, "Oh, so you're gonna make that snake bite me and take out the Macho Man? You don't want him around no more, huh?" And Jake is like, "Brandy, I don't know what's going on. We're not trying to take you out. The snake's not poisonous, nothing." And Macho Man, the day of the event in the morning, said, "Well, I'm not going out there until that snake bites you first. And if you don't get sick, then I'll have it bite me." So Jake's like, "Seriously?" So Jake lets the snake bite him, and he doesn't get sick, and history is right there.
That's amazing. I've never heard that part.
I'd never heard that part either.
I mean, Jake's talked about it over the years, but never like that.
Never like that. Never did. I never heard it like that either, man. That's amazing. That is awesome, though.
It just shows you how paranoid Macho Man was.
That is, wow. That's some good. All right, good job with the news. All right, so now I got some good rumors for you.
All right.
All right, now, this
let's go.
this is... and I have to report this just because of the fact of what I've been saying in several weeks, of the podcast, CM Punk, his name is brought up again, I mean, my thing is, and this is the only reason why I'm bringing this up, is it keeps popping up, even though I know for a fact I don't think it's true because he's under contract with the UFC, but why does his name keep popping up? I don't know. So, CM Punk, they're saying he could end up being brought in by Shane to face Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Yes!
Okay.
Yes! Yes! Best in the world!
Oh my God, here he goes.
But you know what I'm saying? I mean, that would make sense.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I just don't see that happening just because of the fact that he's under contract with UFC. Like they're saying because with this rumor and plus the rumor a while back where John Cena posted that cryptic tweet, which was with
the alumni section deal.
Yeah, and then the alumni section, all that is happening. It's like, could there be some truth to this? I mean, I don't know. It's just really weird.
Even if it's like they bring him back for this one-time thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but are they going to make him be physical?
Yes.
Why not? Oh, they wouldn't be able to. It wouldn't work any other way unless he did something physical. It don't have to be a match.
Yeah,
He's also coming off of back surgery too.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's going to be in the ring.
Yeah, but not only that. If you remember with Ronda Rousey, she was still under contract with UFC too, and
she was at WrestleMania.
She was at WrestleMania, but she didn't do anything.
Oh, she put Stephanie in what she twisted her arm.
There was nothing physical happening to her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying, it could be a possibility, but he would have to do something physical to get involved.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And if this latest rumor with CM Punk saying, that Shane's going to bring him in so that way he can face The Undertaker, obviously there is going to be some physicality involved, So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot to go. You got, 2 weeks? Yep. About 2 weeks left to go for WrestleMania, so we'll see what happens. Now, speaking of WrestleMania, there's rumor that a future WrestleMania could be held in London.
Wow.
I like it.
That would make it very interesting. Even the mayor of London, Boris Johnson, is even rumored to have said he is dead keen for London to finally host a WrestleMania.
It worked well for Wembley.
Yeah.
When it was, SummerSlam. But I mean, think about it. I think WrestleMania inside of Wembley Stadium would be gigantuan.
Yeah.
Not to knock down the size of what's happening this year and the potential, possible breaking WrestleMania 3's record.
Yeah, you know what? It could. It could.
It
could. And actually, I think that's where they said that they were going to have it was at Wembley Stadium. So, I don't know. That would be interesting. I don't know how. I mean, obviously, the sales for, for the United States, as far as the network subscriptions, that would definitely go up. Because obviously not a lot of people's going to fly from, the United States to London to go catch. I mean, the super fans, yeah, but
the fans that come the day after Monday Night Raw, after WrestleMania, those fans are all from Europe. I mean, let's give the Europeans a chance. I mean, I think it'll be awesome out there.
For one WrestleMania?
I think a WrestleMania out in England will be awesome.
Yeah.
I think in Russia, I mean...
No, that's just too far.
They can go worldwide, man. Let's do it.
It could happen, so we'll see. Now, everybody knows, obviously, the Road Warriors.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Not that. Not that Road Warrior.
You got the furball. You got a furball or something. All right. So now, Road Warrior Animal. Obviously, his real name is Joe Laurinaitis. His son, James Laurinaitis, is a well-known football player. I don't know if you guys know that.
For the Los Angeles
Rams. You knew that?
No, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
But he recently got cut from the LA Rams. Okay, and there's a rumor going around saying he could possibly sign with the WWE.
All right.
Wow.
So that would be interesting, but bad news on that note, where I just found out after I even had this, and I found this out this morning, was that James Laurinaitis recently signed with the New Orleans Saints. So I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, there you go.
So
kibosh on that.
That kibosh was squashed real quick. So
no new Road Warriors.
No new Road Warriors. Even though I would like to see that.
I wouldn't mind seeing Animal back one more time.
Yeah. Especially,
it doesn't have to be a huge run.
No.
Just something to get James going.
Just to get him going. Yeah. And he's a big guy.
Yeah, he is.
I was like, wow, he's
he's like the Rams' all-time tackle leader.
Yeah.
Something like over 1,000,
something like
1,100 tackles, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. So now, The Rock is, there's no word basically on what The Rock's role is going to be coming up at WrestleMania. So some reports saying that he could interfere with the Roman Reigns versus Triple H, or if Shawn Michaels is the special guest referee, which is not yet to been announced, but it's rumored. Still got 2 more weeks. It could sure happen that they're saying you can bet that The Rock is definitely going to interfere. You know what I'm saying? So I could see that happening, but knowing The Rock the way he is, he does whatever he wants. And there's, and basically The Rock hasn't told anybody what he was doing at WrestleMania, so he might just do his own segment and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to tell with The Rock, but I think just guaranteed, like between now and WrestleMania, if they announce that Shawn Michaels will have some kind of role in that match, guaranteed that The Rock is going to be somewhat involved.
Oh, so. Absolutely.
Yeah. So all right. So that's all I got for the rumors. I mean, there were ridiculous rumors, but hey,
ridiculous. All right. Yeah, okay.
there were rumors nonetheless. So, all right, injury report. Take it away, Ron.
All right, well, we're going to start off the injury report with something that doesn't get talked about much. You never hear much about referees. So, a referee by the name of Dan Engler, he apparently he needed 13 stitches caused by a production crate hitting him during the Triple H Roman Reigns brawl.
I saw that. He hopped right off camera, too. He hopped right off camera for like 30 seconds or so, and then he hopped right back out. Because I guess somebody told him, hey, get back out there. He's like, dude, my ankle's like shattered. I saw that.
Yeah, so and apparently Sting has officially announced, due to his spinal stenosis, has officially announced his retirement.
Man,
a storied career for sure.
And I bet there's a lot of disappointed fans out there.
I'm one of them.
Because of what?
Snooki.
No. Exactly.
The Undertaker, yeah.
The whole Sting and Undertaker is what everybody wanted to see. That's like the dream match that everybody wanted to see was that. And I heard about that and I was just like, this
was basically the same reason why Edge had to retire, if I'm correct. It's like same type of situation.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So that's unfortunate. So
all right,
they dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Because that easily could have been WrestleMania last year.
Yeah, it should have been.
So, it should have been 100%.
Yep.
I mean, it was nice to see NWO and DX at the same time. But
that is true too. But
it was. All right. And a little information that may spoil Roadblock for those who haven't seen it. Bray Wyatt has been suffering from a pretty significant back injury, which was, to the ones who have saw Roadblock, was why Luke Harper replaced him in the match against Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. No.
Which I can kind of see why Bray Wyatt has been kind of toned down.
Yeah.
lately.
Yeah. They got him down to just doing his little vignettes, and just to talk here and there. But if you remember, I think it was 2 episodes ago. Remember when I was doing the card for Roadblock? And then you looked at me funny because I said on the match, on the one match, it was Brock Lesnar versus Luke Harper. That was 2 weeks ago.
That was 2 weeks ago, yeah.
And then the whole card changed, and they added Bray. So I'm wondering if they knew about this injury, and they had to have, obviously, like 2-3 weeks ago. And then that's the card that possibly was leaked. You know what I'm saying? Because then look what ended up happening. It was Brock Lesnar versus Luke Harper, so...
Yeah.
It's just weird. So,
all right. Also on Raw, Neville. He was attempting a baseball slide, and it was once thought to be a broken, shin, ankle. And
he's hurting.
Yes, but the good news is he will not require surgery for this.
Good.
And he's been given a 2 to 3 month return time.
Well, he's missing what? Mania and
WrestleMania.
Just 2 pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Because SummerSlam. When did they do SummerSlam?
August?
That's in August.
August?
Yeah.
Oh, he should be back by then. Mm-hmm. You know what? And I really hope that they give him a better push than, since his debut with WWE. You know what I'm saying? I don't like how they pushed him in this. It's just, he deserves better. He's a damn good talent. So.
And I think Mania was his time, man. I think this was gonna put him on top, and this is so sad. Unfortunate, man. Unfortunate.
Oh yeah.
All right, now that's about it for this week's injury report.
All righty, that wraps up that little segment. Awesome, good deal. Lots of info. So, all right, now we're gonna go on to the Roadblock Network special. It is not a pay-per-view. It was a network special.
You are quite specific with
Well, because a lot of people, they kept saying that it's a pay-per-view. It's not a pay-per-view. It was not. It was, in my eyes, it was a glorified house show. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Basically, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? So that was basically it. All right. Now, the first match, it was Sheamus and Barrett versus New Day. Now, New Day did get a big pop. I'm not going to take that away. The thing is, it was a really good match, and it was clearly obvious that New Day were baby faces at this point.
Right.
So it wasn't. They did end up winning. It was a good match, in my opinion. It was not bad, but it was what I expected it to be. I didn't see them do anything extraordinary in this match for me to say this was the best match of the night. To me, it was just a normal match. So,
and Tony, I'm gonna just tell you this: I renounce my fanhood of the New Day. I renounce it. I'm done. I don't like them as baby faces. I do not like it. I do not like it.
So you rather have them as a heel?
I'd rather them as a heel, and they went ahead and said, let's make them baby faces again. And what happens? Kofi was so sloppy in this match. He went right back to it because he's worried about what the crowd's going to do. Before that, when he was the heel, he was having some good matches. Mm-hmm. And right back to sloppy Kofi. I renounce him.
No, you can't renounce that. Come on now, we're the new. Well, it's three news right there.
That's three news.
new day.
How new you want us to be?
I don't know. We get newer every week.
Exactly. All right, so yeah, that was. It wasn't a bad match. I hear what you're saying. I agree with what you said, though. It's like as soon as they start to, obviously make this transformation of becoming baby faces. You're right. I've seen Coffee all of a sudden get a little bit sloppy with his work, and he's worried about certain things. I like Xavier Woods' role because it doesn't look like he's changed.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So he's still...
that little sarcastic
guy. Yeah. And Big E, you can tell he's starting to change into that baby face role. So, I don't know. They might... You were the first one to renounce them. I think there might be some more people that will, too, if this happens.
No. Never.
Well, I've been out for a while. So. All right, so now the next match, it was it was a match. But Jericho came out first. He had a long promo, but I loved it. Yes. I loved it. Mm-hmm. Why? Because of the simple fact he said that Toronto sucks. He had such major heat in this promo. He did great. He did great. It was a little too long, but he did great, and then he ended up having a match versus Swagger.
Yeah.
Which honestly I could have done without it.
The all-American fighting
in Toronto.
In Canada as the hero.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah, but that's what I guess I was expecting somebody else.
Yeah.
I guess.
You could have got anybody else.
Yeah, and it's nothing against Swagger. I think he's really good as a wrestler, but
absolutely.
In this case, number one, you knew Swagger wasn't going to win.
Right.
And number two, I think it would have been, a little bit special if AJ maybe showed up and that way they can continue that feud. Because now, I'm jumping all over the place, but it does look like at first that it was going to be Jericho versus AJ at WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. And then now, actually, one rumor, and I should have said it, but I waited for this segment, was that now that AJ might be in the IC title hunt at Mania.
Yeah.
Because, remember, like you said last week, they wanted to do... You heard that too? Yeah, so it was so it was like, I was... so the whole multi... person for the IC belt, it might be coming true, and AJ might be involved in it, but where does that leave Jericho? He's going to get involved in it too?
Jericho definitely will be in it. If AJ's gonna be in it, I see Jericho jumping all over that, and I think it'll be good. I don't think it's gonna be a bad thing necessarily.
Yeah, but then what I'm afraid is of the talent that Kevin Owens is. He's awesome. You can't take that away from him. Do you really think that? Do you think that that's going to take it away from what he's trying to do in the ring between AJ and Jericho? If they're going to be going fisticuffs like they are, don't you think that's going to take away his
thunder? It's going to take away
what he's trying to tell in the ring, basically.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, do you think that?
I think that's too high profile of an inclusion, or at least have AJ in it and have Jericho interfere. So AJ doesn't,
Yeah, but that's too predictable, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that also depends on who else they're going to have on there. Because they really hasn't announced anything for the IC belt, right?
No, nothing has been announced yet. That's what's crazy about it. Nothing. And actually, during Roadblock pay-per-view, Network Special.
Man.
Sorry. In Albany, I believe it was. Or something at another house show, AJ was fighting Kevin Owens, so that's why AJ wasn't there. He was fighting in a 30-minute Iron Man match, which Kevin Owens won, which I heard was amazing.
Yeah, and Kevin Owens cut a promo too. Did you hear about that?
I didn't hear about that.
It was a babyface promo.
What?
Yes, he wasn't talking as a heel. He was talking as a babyface.
I can't even see that.
Yes, let me tell you, it's on the internet. I'm pretty sure you can find it. And he was saying AJ was in the ring and Kevin Owens was talking if he wants to, his dream match would be to fight a big feud with AJ. He goes, he is the best wrestler around right now, this and that. He was going off and everybody was cheering. I was like, well, this is different.
Let's do it.
Exactly. So it was just weird. It was just really weird. Now, the next match, to me, was the match of the whole entire night. It took over the whole show. Enzo and Big Cass versus the Revival. Let me tell you something. That was an awesome match. I'm telling you, that was the match of the whole show. The match of the whole show. Enzo and Big Cass, they got a huge pop. A huge pop. And Big Cass has just gotten so comfortable in his role now that I'm telling you, I'm glad they lost, so they end up losing. Exactly. I'm glad they lost, because remember I said, if they win the championship, they're going to stay down in NXT. If they don't, there's a good chance that they will come up either before Mania or the day after Mania. So, could that, do you guys see that happening, or you don't think they're going to be up at all, or what?
I see them coming up after Mania.
After? What do you say, Rick?
I think they're coming up before. I think they're gonna throw him in there somewhere. Maybe the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, something. I think I see him coming up soon.
Okay, yeah, they could be. They could be just like what they did with Hideo last year.
Exactly.
Yeah,
he had a pretty good showing.
He did. He didn't do that bad.
No,
he didn't do that.
The
bad.
Revival, though. The Revival. They're awesome. They remind me so much of the Brainbusters, Arn Anderson. And
That's exactly what I was gonna say too.
And people are getting on them because of their ring gear. Yeah. They are wrestlers.
Yeah.
That's it. And I love it.
Yeah.
Old school. They're awesome.
Oh yeah, their whole the way they act and do their stuff in the ring is exactly like the Anderson brothers back in the day. So, yeah, I definitely agree. But I'm telling you, I'm a huge fan of Enzo and Big Cass, and I'll pop huge if they show up before Mania or at Mania or the day after Mania. So they have to show up between one of those three things has to happen. If it doesn't, I'm going to lose my faith in the whole call-up system, but who knows? So, all right, now is the Divas Championship match. It was Charlotte versus Natalya. Now, obviously, you know why they put Natalya into this match, and it's because she's from Canada, which, you know, she's still got a decent pop. It wasn't that bad, but the match was decent. It was good. It was a good match.
Decent? This, to me, was the match of the night.
What?
This was the match of the night. I love this match.
Really?
From the beginning to the end, I was ecstatic for it. I've never been so excited for a Divas match. I was really pumped. I got a lot of Flair, Bret Hart kind of memories. I was really into it. We got the surfboard stretch, people. Yeah,
that's true. But at the same time, you really gonna tell me that Natalie wasn't overacting?
First of all, it's Natalya.
You wasted no time with that, man. That was great.
Natty overacts.
I was gonna say, Ron, do you want to change your under-over on that one? Natalya, I think she put it out there. I think she sold it. I loved it. I loved everything she did.
I think she overacted. She overacted so much in that whole match. And I'm telling you, if she didn't do so much overacting in that match, then yeah, I would agree that that match probably would have been the best of the night. But I just didn't. No, she overacted too much. It was a good match. I'm not going to take that away from them. It was a good match. But she overacted, and that's why where I voted that part was, you know, they didn't do their match wasn't better than Enzo and Big Cass and versus the Revival. I don't think it was better than that. So
I'm gonna have to disagree with that one, but hey, that's what we're here for.
All right, so now my beef is with that match too, is that neither Sasha or Becky came out to, like, you know, stir the pot a little bit, I guess. You know, because the past few weeks, Charlotte's been, you know, the one doing a lot of trash talking.
Yeah, I think that was just for Charlotte, just to show what Charlotte got, and that she can
establish her more as a heel.
Yeah, and the things she was pulling out some moves we haven't seen in a while, and I think it was just establish her as a wrestler, just to show, hey, she's not. Her father doesn't need to help her, even though he did.
He did. Yeah.
And it was botched, but I think it was just to show her that what. They went on for like 15 minutes. I think it was the second longest match of the night, and she was in the ring for a while, and I think it was just to show her work, that she's not just some paper champ. She's a champ for a reason. Yeah, and
she's been doing really well at it too. So, all right, so the next match, it was Brock versus Bray. But, obviously, like in the report, you know, Bray does have some back problems, and it ended up being Luke Harper. I don't know. I didn't like this match at all. And Luke's our boy. He's our boy. But I just think Brock just did that match to do the Suplex City, which I'm getting so tired of. And,
yeah, I'm done.
You know, I'm done with that already. It's like, all right. Yeah, but then again, it's the WWE overdoing things again. You know, they see something that worked, so what do? They tend to do it every single time they can. And I don't know, I wasn't impressed with this match at all. I was just done with it.
I mean, Luke Harper did have some good spots. I mean, in a Suplex City match is what I'm going to call that one. He had some good spots, more than anybody else, I think, that's been fighting Brock since he's been doing these matches.
Yep.
I mean, that's about it. I'm not impressed.
No, I'm not either. So that was that. Now, the next match after that, it was Sami Zayn versus Stardust. Now, do you guys think this was like a last-minute put-together match?
Kind of in the same way like Charlotte and Natalya was.
You think Charlotte and Natalya was that too?
Yeah, because it's like, well, I mean, announced it the day of the pay-per-view, wasn't it? Or was it the day before? I think
it was announced the day of.
The day of the pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They did.
Yeah,
but, but you really got to think, though. Natalia's Canadian, so they had to have planned this out before.
Well, so was Sami Zayn. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, all right. Well, proven point. All right, whatever.
But,
no. What's that, Rick?
That match put me to sleep.
It did. It did. As much as I am a fan of Sami Zayn, but the combination of Sami Zayn and Stardust to do a match was off. Mm-hmm. You know, the chemistry just did not look right at all. You know, Sami Zayn, he's got to be in the ring with somebody like Neville or even Xavier Woods.
Yeah.
You know, guys like that, Kevin Owens, you know, obviously, that's who he needs to be wrestling with, you know. Nothing against Stardust, you know, it's just that his whole character is just different than Sami Zayn's, you know what I'm saying? Especially just because there wasn't really nothing, and I'm not saying there was supposed to be, but at the same time, they could have did a little something to where, you know, like maybe Stardust attacked him from in the back, or I don't know, something. Yeah. But that's why I put it in my notes. I'm like, was this a last minute match? Because that's what it looked like, you know. So I don't know.
And it was just so long. I'm glad Stardust didn't get squashed because I am a Stardust fan, but it was just so long, and like Sami Zayn wasn't getting any momentum or anything. It was long.
Yeah. Now the main event, Triple H versus Dean Ambrose. What do you guys think about it?
Go ahead, Ron.
Well, wasn't a huge fan.
You know, to me,
not at all.
That wasn't. It wasn't. It was a good match. It was a good match, but not the best for a main event, though. But my opinion only. You guys can agree or disagree, but it was a big work for nothing. That's how I see it.
Oh, I agree with you totally. It was
I mean, Roman Reigns Roman Reigns didn't interfere. Brock didn't interfere. I mean,
The
Wyatt's didn't, nothing. I mean, it was a clean, I guess you can say it was a clean match, but nothing. This was, like I said, this whole thing, it was just basically it was a glorified house show. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But what was the purpose of doing this pay-per-view?
I have no clue.
Seriously?
I have no clue.
Or I'm sorry, network special. What was the purpose of it? Seriously, what was the main reason behind this? Where nothing, because in my opinion, nothing came out of this leading into WrestleMania. Nothing at all. Anyway, if you... Go ahead.
Can I just say this? I thought Triple H didn't like guys who chew gum.
Who's chewing gum?
He's got up out of there. Ambrose, all he does is chew gum.
I see that bothers you. Sorry.
I love Ken Anderson. He was my man. And Triple H got rid of him because he likes to chew gum and blah, blah, blah.
Nah, but the best at chewing gum is Mr. Perfect, so...
Oh, absolutely. Who does it more perfect?
He never missed.
Perfect.
He never missed. That's right. He was Mr. Perfect. But no, I get what you're saying, but I don't know. I was just done with that whole network special. It had nothing to do with WrestleMania. There was nothing leading into WrestleMania. It was just a sad pay-per-view. Or network special, sorry. Had to correct myself. So, but if you, the fans, feel the same way I do, or Ron Deuce, or even the Third Wheel, just put your comments on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on
YouTube.
Soon, Instagram. Soon, we'll be
iTunes,
Podbean, all that stuff. But on Facebook, it is Wrestling POV Podcast. So put your comments on there. On Twitter, it's Wrestling POV. We're gonna go on a commercial break, and then when we come back, we're going to go over what happened on Raw, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Calvary Contracting is a locally owned family business. Our outstanding track record continues because we understand that quality and excellence can be achieved with proper communication and planning. Our commitment to excellence is built on teamwork and the belief that partnering your vision with our experience will lead to sterling results. We specialize in kitchen and bathroom remodels from design to completion, hardwood floors installation and refinishing, or custom tile work. Whether it be home remodeling, restoration, or building out your new office space, how can we serve you? Call us today at 669-6583 or find us at calvaryserves.com. That's 669-6583 or calvaryserves.com. where we work on a higher standard.
And we're back. So now we're going to go over Raw notes. What's the happening in Raw?
What's the happening in Raw?
What's the happening in Raw? All right, so now, of course, the opening match, New Day again versus Del Rio and Rusev this time around. So obviously, this was to me, it was an obvious setup for WrestleMania. Okay, yeah. It was obvious. I mean, the winner ended up being New Day. But you know what? I kind of like this match better than the one at Roadblock.
Okay.
Well, did you see the Freebird style of defending the titles? I mean, Xavier Woods was in this match instead.
Well, but the thing is, you know why he was involved, though, right?
No.
They were saying that, I guess, League of Nations was talking crap, saying that all Xavier Woods does is just talk crap, and he's the cheerleader of the team, and this and that, and that's why he was involved in this match. So.
Well, I definitely like that. I like the three guys switching between the belts. I think that was pretty good to do.
Yeah. So you know, it was a good match. I thought that was, like I said, I liked that match better than the one at Roadblock. So, but you know, later on, you know, so New Day ended up winning, but then they ended up getting a beatdown from the whole League of Nations. Now, you know, skipping ahead a little bit, they announced on the show that at WrestleMania, just like I said, that it's going to be New Day versus the League of Nations, all four of them, versus all three of them for the belts. I mean, it's
kind of weird.
It is weird. I don't like that. Even though I know that they'll have a good match, I just don't dig that at all. I don't. Well, what?
If the League of Nations wins, what happens with the belts? They're going to split between four guys?
The Freebird rules.
All right. I'm with it. If they're going to do that, I'm with it.
That's basically what's going to end up happening. Because if they did it with New Day, they're going to have to do it with them, too. So I don't know, but I mean that match, it was all right.
Yeah.
It was all right. I liked it better. What?
They ended up having a match on SmackDown, Kofi versus Barrett.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, New Day accepted the challenge. The thing that bothered me is that they laughed off the beatdown that they had on Raw.
Oh,
like,
really?
That's something like Cena would do. Like, he'll get his butt kicked, and then the next day he'll laugh. So I wasn't really feeling that. Again, I'm not feeling the New Day being baby faces. But,
oh, you're making me sad over here, man.
And then, again, the League of Nations jumps the New Day. So I guess they're pushing this #1 heels in the League of Nations. So.
Now, did it make New Day look more of a baby face?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
So I guess that's what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, it's official now, so we're just going to have to wait and see what kind of performance they do at WrestleMania. So we'll see.
I wouldn't doubt it to be a great match, though. I think it's going to be interesting, and I think it's going to be pretty good.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's definitely different. So, all right. So now Dean comes out. He cut his promo, and then all of a sudden Brock Lesnar comes out. Now my confusion is the whole thing. Brock looked like he was a baby face. Mm-hmm. And then now he's got to look like a heel. It's the Big Show turn thing. And I don't get it. And honestly, I'm getting a little bit tired of Dean Ambrose now.
Really?
Because what did he do? Brock came out, looked as if Brock was about to get in the ring, and then Dean whips out a crowbar. Okay, and then Brock just jumps up and Dean takes a swing at him. And to me, it's like, Dean's looking like a crybaby and a wimp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's supposed to be this lunatic asylum dude and this and that. And I've said this before. And then now, now he was crying the other day or last week or whatever that, he'll ruin WrestleMania and all this other stuff. And then now, he's getting this ready to do this street fight with Brock, and then he tries to hit him with a crowbar. Brock didn't have nothing on him. Why did you? To me, he's looking like a punk.
He's going to beat Brock, and that's why, they're trying to push this street fight thing.
But it's making him look like a wimp, That's how I see it. Somebody else might see it differently, but, I'm sorry. He's being a pain in the ass lately. Mm-hmm. And it's like, come on, Dean. To me, his character information is totally wrong. If you're going to call him that, let him act like that, but don't make him look like a punk. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Don't make him look like that. But, I don't know.
And then the thing is that I don't like is that later on he's with Mick Foley, and he's questioning Mick Foley, why did you go up on top of the cage? And he's like, well, I'm Mick Foley.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, I'm Dean Ambrose. Okay. And who are you? What have you done for me lately? What have you done in your career? Don't get me wrong, people. I think Dean Ambrose is pretty cool, but you can't say I'm Dean Ambrose. Like, you can't hold a light to Mick Foley.
To Mick Foley, no, absolutely not. Are you kidding me? He's a legend, and you're just starting, buddy.
Yeah.
But
Foley ended up giving him the barbed wire bat, which I thought was pretty cool.
That was neat, but
isn't Barbie overused though?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Do you guys think that they're trying to make Dean another Mick Foley?
Like another Cactus Jack?
Yeah, like a Cactus Jack type
like a Martineer
character?
Cactus? Yeah, I think that.
A mixture of Cactus Jack and Mankind?
Yeah.
If you will. Really?
I see it go. It could go that way.
But at the same time, the difference between them trying to do that with Dean and the way Mick Foley and his characters were is that Mick Foley didn't care. You know what I'm saying? He fought fire with fire. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
And he did it in the ring. He did all his talking in the ring.
Exactly. And I'm telling you, that's the big difference between them two. And if they're trying to make Dean that way, they're certainly doing it wrong, in my opinion. So I'm just getting a little tired of him. That's all.
On SmackDown, while the Social Outcasts were announcing their entry in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal,
nice.
Ambrose came out with a kendo stick and beat them down.
Are you serious? See, that's what I'm talking about.
What describes this?
But what does the Social Outcast has to do? Anything.
He's a lunatic, remember?
Come on, man.
He was out celebrating for St. Patrick's Day, bar hopping, and then he ended up coming back to the arena and beat them.
They need to do a whole total transformation with Dean Ambrose, in my opinion. Get off the street clothes already. That's not gear, number one. And stop. Jesus Christ. He's getting on my list with Dolph.
He's hitting the table, Rick. He's hitting the table. He's getting serious.
He's getting on my list with Dolph. in New Day, so he better watch out.
You take that back. You take that back. Dolph has nothing to do with Ambrose.
We'll see at WrestleMania. So now there's then there was Ryback versus Sin Cara. By the way, I love Sin Cara's new look.
That was awesome.
The whole black. I thought that was neat. I was like, I like that look better on him. Started looking like a Power Ranger. But anyway, so the winner ended up being Ryback. Obviously, it was a squash match, and he challenges Kalisto at Mania. So obviously, everybody knew that was going to end up happening. So that was it with that.
On SmackDown, Kalisto was interviewed by Michael Cole, and he basically just accepted the Mania challenge.
He did? Yeah. All right, so then it's official.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so now Steph comes out to intro Triple H. It was another long promo. Dolph comes out, and he starts doing his thing, saying that he was basically like a hard worker, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention.
Can I just say that Triple H's promo, man, he made me, like, put my hand on my chest and was like, huh? Like, I started thinking about my own life. Like, do I need to make changes? Like, he went in on the crowd. Like, I was second-guessing myself. Like, I need to do some thinking about my life.
It made you smoke a cigarette and do a shot, right?
Yeah, I was like, wow, I need to change some things. It was crazy.
You know what? He did. And actually, a lot of people in social media, they were talking about that, too. Mm-hmm. Like, Triple H made him feel like crap.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people went on depression because of his little speech. So, but anyways, so when Dolph was out there, he was doing his little promo. Again, Dolph Ziggler's involved, and Stephanie came out and said, all right, well, you know what, being that you don't got anything going on at Mania, you're going to wrestle Triple H. I mean, I'm just, verbatim what she said. And basically that if he wins against Triple H, that he can name his match with whoever at Mania except for the match with Triple H. Yeah. So that was going to be later on on the show. Now,
let me just say this real quick. When Triple H said to Ziggler, you don't have the right people backing you up.
Right.
But then that's when it clicked in my head, and I was like, Tony's going to be wearing a Dolph Ziggler shirt till WrestleMania.
No, not. Wait till I got a major prediction coming up. I really do. I got a major prediction. Right. So, oh yeah. Just what I'm telling you, you guys are gonna really, really think. You guys are gonna turn into monks after what I gotta say. So now,
going back to Shaolin here.
All right. So now, actually, you know what? So then it was Sami Zayn versus The Miz with Kevin Owens on commentary. So. Who won that match?
That was Sami Zayn actually won because KO was trying to cost Sami Zayn the match, and The Miz attacked KO.
Right.
And when Miz got back in the ring, he got hit with the big boot, and Zayn ended up winning. But that was another match where Sami Zayn it did not look good. It was boring.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said, wait, who won this match? Because it was boring. And I think, like I said, with the whole multi-person for the IC belt, obviously it looks like The Miz is going to get involved with that too. So who knows? We shall see. So, all right. So then it ended up being Ziggler and Triple H. You know what? The crowd wasn't really into it at all, in my opinion. It was an okay match, but Triple H, you can tell he was calling the match.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, yeah.
So, actually, I heard Triple H did call some spots.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But then again, it's because the crowd wasn't really into it at all. So, anyways, but Triple H ended up winning. Mm-hmm. So that eliminates Dolph Ziggler out of WrestleMania, right?
No, see, yes. That's what I was thinking too.
No, that's what's the stipulation.
That's what I thought, but then I'm looking back at things and I'm hearing people saying that no, it was just a match of his choice. So, and then people are like, "Oh, he's involved in the IC title picture." That's why I'm confused.
No,
so he's out.
He's out of WrestleMania.
All right.
That's what that whole match was about. That if he wins, then he can pick whatever match he wants at WrestleMania. But if he loses, he's out of WrestleMania. So he's not going to be involved at all. Now, Dolph Ziggler loses that match, and who comes out? Roman Reigns. Gave Triple H the beatdown of his life. I mean, That's how Roman Reigns needs to be.
My God,
just like I told him.
You're giving him credit.
Well, that's because that's how he needs to be. He can't be this, soft-spoken type dude. That's not him. He has to be this badass dude that, when he was beaten up on Triple H, the crowd popped. They popped huge for that. And that's what he needs to be in order to be a successful babyface.
And he came from the main entrance.
And
finally.
Actually, there was another report saying that they're going to not let him come out in the crowd anymore.
And I agree with it.
And so do I. So do I. That's just a little bit too much for me. So, yeah. But I'm glad that's how he needs to be. He needs to be aggressive. He needs to be ruthless. I'm not saying he's got to be like this Stone Cold Steve Austin type where he's, not listening to authority and all this other stuff, but that's how he needs to be. When he lost that belt to Sheamus and he went nuts on Sheamus and Triple H, the crowd popped big, and they did it again on Raw, and that's how he needs to be.
Do more, talk less.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because his promos ain't good. Ain't good at all.
Speaking of his promos, he cut a promo to open up SmackDown.
Oh! Damn, he just ruined it.
But no, it was actually like a 2-minute promo. It wasn't too long. It was
really.
I mean, it was kind of corny, but he was like, "Yeah, Triple H, you're the man, you're the champ. I'm the man in your arena, in your ring, eating your food that you paid for, and I'm gonna beat your ass again because I can. I'm gonna hold the belt over your body because I can. And Triple H, you can believe that." And I was like,
Now, how did the crowd respond to it though?
The crowd was actually behind it.
Really?
I think they were actually behind it. They weren't booing as much as you would imagine. They were actually cheering a lot. So okay. I think he's moving up. I think he's getting there.
Well, we'll see what happens. There's still, like I said, there's still 2 more weeks to go before WrestleMania. Anything can happen. So now the newest inductee for the Hall of Fame, Jacqueline.
Miss Jackie.
I am glad. She is from Dallas, so it's only obvious that she would be in the Hall of Fame. To me, I liked her. She was a little dynamite. That was like. I'm happy.
She was a pretty mean sister. That's what she was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. With Terry Runnels.
Yes, that's right.
And I just gotta say, I just love the way Jackie wrestled. I just loved her attitude, and it just reminds me of this aunt that I have. I mean, my aunt is like short and feisty, and she got a lot of attitude. And
I know exactly who she is.
All right, I'm not gonna shout her out, but. We're here.
Okay,
we'll get a whole new cage match going on here.
Well, that's true. That's a good comparison. So, all right. So now, towards the end of the show, Vince is in the ring, and then the Undertaker, and then Shane. Shane messes up his lines. Undertaker ends up chokeslamming Shane. So, why was that the main event? I guess.
Oh man!
Why?
Undertaker needs to get off the mic. That was bad.
That was
bad.
I'm just not one of his better nights.
No, it wasn't. And my thing is, right now they just need to take both of them off of TV for a while and just let the match happen at Mania.
Yeah, take them off till
you know what
Mania.
I'm saying? Because right now it does not look good. Doesn't look good at all. The whole setup, the whole dynamics of it is just wrong, and I don't know. I just want to see the match, and that's it. So,
can I just quickly say, honestly, I saw there was also Kevin Owens fought AJ Styles on SmackDown.
Really?
And it was a great match. It was great.
Really?
Yeah, they fought. They also had that 30-minute Iron Man match on another special house show.
Oh, okay.
But this match was pretty good, and Y2J ended up costing AJ the match, and then he hit him after Kevin Owens hit him with the pump-up powerbomb. He got hit with another code breaker, and Jericho is filling in these shoes for this heel, and he chanted AJ Styles.
Oh, shit.
He chanted it for 30 seconds.
Really?
And it was just getting louder and louder. It was amazing. It was amazing.
That is awesome. Now, did they even announce that that's going to be a match at Mania?
No, that's why I think we're right. Multi-man IC title.
For the IC?
Yep.
Wow. All right.
Oh, also announced the Usos and Dudleys at
In the
Mania.
tables match, right?
That hasn't been announced as a table match. Right now, it's a 2-on-2 tag match. I'm pretty sure they're gonna add a stipulation.
All right, well, they might do it on Raw, so we'll see.
I heard a little something about that match that it might be the final debut of Golden Truth in that match.
Oh, really?
They might include finally Goldust and R-Truth together.
That'll be awesome. I'm looking forward to
Just
that.
another little rumor.
Yeah, hey.
Take it for what it is.
We'll see what happens with that. I'm looking forward to it.
Paige made an appearance on Raw.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
She made a little challenge, didn't she?
And Lana was backed up by Team Bad.
By Team Bad.
We're gonna have a multi
tag team
women tag match.
Yeah, it could happen. I can see it happening.
There is a rumored match.
Yeah,
for that. I think it's Brie Page and Alicia Fox versus
on Raw or Mania.
On Mania.
Oh, that'd be interesting. That could be a pre-show. That definitely could be a pre-show.
Definitely a pre-show. Pre-show quality right there.
Yeah, I could definitely see that pre-show.
All right, so that wraps up Raw. Yes.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
All righty. So now, guess what? It is time for Rick Serrano III Wrestling Joke of the Week. So take it away, sir.
Welcome back to Rick Serrano's Wrestling Joke of the Week. Today's joke is, how many Vince McMahons does it take to screw in a light bulb?
How many?
None. Light bulb. Screwed light bulb.
Oh my God, I almost passed out.
I'm about to fall over.
Wow. Holy cow.
Now, if you listeners out there have a wrestling joke that you would like told, send it into our Facebook page, Wrestling POV Podcast, or Twitter at Wrestling POV using the hashtag POV Jokes. And soon you'll be able to send jokes to us on our Instagram page.
Nice. Nicely done. Good joke. All right, so now our final thought, pretty much wrapping up the whole show. But before we do that, I have a major prediction for Mania. Now, as everybody knows, last week there's the bet where if Dolph Ziggler turns heel, that I will wear one of his shirts on. I'll do it live on Facebook. But if he doesn't turn heel, that Rick Serrano III will have to shred his priceless Dolph Ziggler shirt. And he has to do
his little whimper.
And he has to do that live on Facebook also. That is not going to change, okay? But this is a scenario that I saw that will change a lot of people's minds about what is going to happen at Mania. Now, another scenario that I'm predicting is that Dolph Ziggler will interfere in the Triple H versus Roman Reigns match too. One of those two scenarios is going to happen, which is going to make him a heel. So it's going to cost Reigns the match. Or, and this is the bombshell.
All right.
You guys ready for this?
Let's do it.
I think that Stephanie is going to interfere, costing Triple H the match.
Ooh.
And side, so it's a double turn. Yes, I'm telling you. It's going to be a double turn, and that's when Reigns is going to turn heel. Okay? Now, in the previous podcast, I mentioned about the possibility of a brand split, remember?
Right.
That rumor that, that the big slip up where it was going to be WWE versus Raw, and that Triple H was going to bring in NXT. I think this is the way that is going to happen. So with the whole, and I think Triple H is going to do it as like an invading type thing for the separate brands. So that scenario, it would fit perfect for that, for him to, to bring out the NXT.
Yeah.
So the whole brand split, the interference that would make Shane lose. But, of course, he has something up his sleeve, so where he keeps Raw, but Vince will keep WWE, the rest of the talent. And then with the screw job over Triple H, then he's going to bring up NXT as a invasion, too. And then and Stephanie will start siding with Roman Reigns.
All right.
What do you think of that?
Does that prediction leave you saying that Dolph is going to turn heel?
Yeah. On both scenarios, Dolph will turn heel. Either he's going to interfere in that in the Triple H and Roman Reigns, or he'll interfere in the Undertaker match.
I love this. I love this prediction because you're gonna be wearing a Dolph Ziggler shirt either way.
But just remember, if it does not happen, okay, if it does not happen, you're gonna have to shred it.
I mean, Tony, you're a smart guy. I believe in you. I know you got this. This prediction is pretty damn good. I know you know people, Tony. This is legit.
But I think, I seriously think that's what's going to happen. And a lot of people missed out on that as a possibility that Stephanie will turn on her own husband. Because think about it, years ago, that's what happened with Vince and Linda.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're not, if they weren't afraid to do it then, you know damn well they'll do it again. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, I'm watching Raw, and I'm like, it is right there in front of us. That's why they've been having Ziggler on TV so much, you know? And it could be a good possible way for Roman Reigns to, turn heel. So there's a lot of scenarios. It's just that one specifically with Stephanie, turning on Triple H is one that has not been brought up.
Right.
Now that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
So, yeah. So, any final thoughts on what's going on with the whole podcast?
Oh, Tony, wait.
Yeah.
Someone's at my door right now.
Oh, great. You know what? That's perfect timing. Well, go ahead, go answer your door. I'm hoping it is who I think it is. So, we're going to get ready for this big reveal. As everybody knows, that a WWE talent wants to join the show. And it's been a big secret. I kept it away from everybody. Everybody's been trying to guess who it is. And he sent me an email last week. He said that he's going to go to Rick Serrano's house, which is going to be really interesting. And is he there? I don't see him there.
I'm just getting Tony. I'm just getting in. So who is this guy supposed to be?
All right, now the big reveal. It is. You guys ready for it?
Oh, let's do it. Who is it?
It's Michael Cole.
Oh,
bring him in.
Tony, I don't.
That doesn't look like Michael Cole.
That don't look like Michael Cole at all. That looks like Michael.
Who are you, sir?
Excuse me. I'm so sorry. This happens to me a lot.
What?
My name is actually Miguel Cole.
Miguel Cole? You put on your application M. Cole.
Yes, Tony. M for Miguel.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. So, wait a minute. So, how was you at WrestleMania? Was you did you really work for WWE? Did you announce for them? Did you do any of that?
No, you see, this happens a lot. I tried to work for WWE, but they already had a Michael Cole. And I tried to work for TNA, a Ring of Honor, how you say it? A WCW. Wait, are you serious? Like, Tony, this is not real.
Yeah,
this is
I don't know.
Whatever it is.
You know what? I think.
Please, I really need this job. I need it so bad.
But what can you do for the show that'll make us improve in our ratings and stuff like that? I
can do anything.
Anything?
Well, you know, Tony. Please. What do you think we give him a little shot here? He could,
like what?
He could be a street reporter for us down in New York City.
A street reporter?
Yeah. Let's throw him into the fire. Come on, this is New York City.
Yeah.
Oh, you agree with that, Rick?
I don't want to go out on the streets of New York.
I'm not really too keen on this idea.
Please, Tony, please. I mean, it was your mistake. You did think I was Michael Cole.
Oh, well. You know what?
He is right.
So, wait a minute. So, what you guys are trying to tell me, you guys are going to vouch for this guy, Miguel Cole?
Yeah.
I mean, he seems like a cool guy.
He seems like he's got his stuff together.
I thought we were going to get a superstar. Maybe we have a superstar in the making. Not everybody thought Daniel Bryan was going to be a superstar.
That is true.
Maybe we got something
that
here
is
with
true.
Miguel.
Right.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rick. Don't call me Mr. Rick. I'm so sorry, Mr. the Turd.
You know what? Now I'm starting to like this guy.
I am starting to like this guy.
Yeah, he didn't call you a turd, Tony.
No. All right, so you know what? How about this? Being that you guys are going to vouch for him,
yeah,
I'll give it till the week after WrestleMania. And what you're going to do... Hold on. What you're going to do is you're going to go out there in the streets of New York, just like Ron said, and you're going to do some reporting for me. How about that? Live reporting.
Okay, thank you.
One shot,
Okay.
buddy. That's it.
That's amazing.
Okay, you got till after WrestleMania.
Okay.
So
I'll
now-
do it. Thank you.
All right, no problem. And Rick, being that you vouch for him also, he's going to live with you until then.
Wait, what?
He's going to live with you
yeah.
until, hey, you vouch for him, right?
Yes,
It's going to be your He's going to be your responsibility. How about that?
Tony, I gotta talk to my wife. I mean, this is. Mr. Deterrent. Listen, please.
Mr. Deterrent.
I will cook for you. I will clean. You won't even know I'm here. I'm like a mouse.
No, he
Like a mouse.
his job is going to be as a street performer and doing interviews and stuff like that. I think that's going to be your best bet. But you're going to have to prove yourself, like I said, and you got till after WrestleMania. So is that a deal?
Oh yes.
Okay, and
absolutely.
And we'll let social media decide also on if they dig you or not too. So
And they
Listen,
are pretty
Tony,
brutal.
Tony, I'll have him help me out with Instagram too. I've been slacking on that. I think
Okay.
he'll help me out. Oh yes, I love the gram of Insta. Yeah, it's so good.
Lord, actually, he does look like Michael Cole though.
He
so,
kind of does. If Michael Cole had a kid with Magnum PI, but
Yeah.
I mean,
All right, so we'll give you that shot. Sounds good.
Yes, thank you.
But
so much.
I'm still on the fence though. He gives me a thumbs up.
oh my God!
All right, so yeah, I'm still on the fence, but you got Ron Deuce and you got Rick Serrano III vouching for you. And
Yeah,
that's the
he
only-
looks like a stand-up guy. He's got my. I think he's gonna do all right.
All right.
You know, where do you?
We'll see.
I'm with it. I love new things. It's a new adventure. Let's do it. Let's give it a shot.
All right, he's going to be on your hands though.
Now, Rick, you gotta be careful with him. You know, he's new. You got to treat him. You ever back in school, like in elementary school, high school, you had that little project where you had to take an egg, take care of it like it was a baby.
Hey, there you go.
This is your little project. You can't drop this egg.
Yeah.
Wow, so I'm getting the veteran treatment already. I've been here for a week, guys.
Well, you vouched for him. Remember that, and you too. So
Hey, yes,
it's going to
it's
be
on
on
me.
your hands.
So wait, so happens? You know, if this goes down, I'm vouching for him too here. So
Well, we'll see. We'll see whether we're going to keep him or not. So
all right.
we'll see what happens. But I think that's going to wrap up the show, folks. Tune in next week. We still got a lot more to talk about with WrestleMania. We got Raw coming up, and it's going to be a good show next week. And Mr. Miguel Cole is going to hopefully show me something so that way he can prove himself. He needs to be on the show.
Oh yes, I will. I promise.
All right, so that wraps up the show for today, folks. I am Tony Diaz, your host, along with
The Weasel Rondas.
and also
The third wheel, Rick Serrano, the third.
and potentially Miguel Cole now.
Oh yes, Miguel Cole. Adios.
Love, peace, and hair grease. We will see you next week.